Can you believe it? It's actually really nice.
And like the jaw, like that bit.
Hang on, where's this come from?
What do you mean? I was just asking, just making conversation.
Flowing on.
It's Salt's Third Wheel Dates, the Christian dating show where I, Lauren Windle, do the matching and then crash your blind date. With 3 engagements under our belts, we are feeling pretty smug. If the dates are matched, the couples will go on an all expenses, or some expenses, paid date, IRL, in real life. But if the sparks don't fly, they'll select URL, which means the viewers get a chance to drop them a message on the link or URL and ask them out. In a new edition, any pair that goes on a date that doesn't end in a relationship will still be given the URL option, so you can basically ask any of them out if you want. You're welcome.
For fun, I like to socialise, watch film and TV with mates and go travelling.
I enjoy some salsa dancing, a good book, and I enjoy the occasional creative project.
This is Tim, Timmy Timster, the Timpstonator, as he's known to no one. He's a 31-year-old battery designer from Bedford. And it's the return of our gorgeous actor, Frankie, who you may remember from the one with the parkour. She's 32 and from Canterbury.
What makes me a great partner is that I am wanting to grow, to know God better, and I want to do that with my partner as well.
I'm quite intuitive and a good listener.
The most important character trait to me is that they're amicable.
Humility, I think, yeah.
So my biggest red flag is if somebody doesn't pay attention to the authority of Scripture, because that can lead to problems later on, and significant differences with like working with church and things.
I think if someone's a lot of talk without action, I think that says a lot about a character. So I think that would probably be a red flag for me.
So my celebrity crush would be Margot Robbie. We would go skiing out in Port du Soleil, and we would be having bread and wine out looking at Mont Blanc.
Dams and Idris. We would probably act in, something together first, but then we would go maybe for a walk in the countryside and have a nice like homemade picnic and go wild swimming.
In the build-up to this, when we were like deliberating who to match, I was so convinced that these two were a great pair. But now that I've met them in person, spent a little bit of time with them, and we've kind of done their interviews, I'm not so sure. Oh, it's just rubbish, but maybe something will spark. I'm gonna say I 30% think it'll spark and 70% think it'll be a lovely time, but just friends.
Well, we haven't given him lines. He's going to have to...
Improvise.
Yeah, this is a whole improv date.
Yeah.
He's going to have to think through answers to questions.
Yeah.
Questions himself.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness,
It's a
what a
lot
nightmare.
to
I'm
process.
exhausted. We should go home.
Yeah.
Is anyone else really digging Frankie's 60s vibe?
He's coming. Hello! Tim, his name's Tim. Tim.
Oh yeah,
Tim. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tim,
yes,
Tim,
I knew that.
Frankie. Frank. And Tim.
Yes.
Tim, Frank.
Yeah, either answer that or you.
We can call you Trank.
Trank?
Is that not good? Or Fim? Fimmy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
doesn't
Trank.
roll off the tongue, does it?
Don't you think Tranky?
Tranky.
Oh my gosh, they're so
It's like
tranky.
halfway between
Don't say it. What are you going to say?
tramp and skank.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many episodes of the show have you watched?
Half of a few.
Half of a few.
Yeah.
Are there any activities you're like, oh my gosh, I really hope she didn't ask me to do that?
Nah, it's all good.
All
Yeah,
part
I'll
of
go
the
for it.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see, do you know the one I thought was so funny? I don't know if you saw this one. The one where they did parkour. Where we like got them
No, I
climbing up
didn't.
on the sides and
Oh,
like
really?
jumping
Oh, what, like
over
in The Office?
things. Yeah, parkour. Did you see that
Wow.
one?
I didn't actually see that.
No, that was a really highly
Yeah.
viewed
It was a
one.
great episode.
It was a great episode. Frankie was on that date.
Oh,
So she's back for more.
Okay.
She's back for more parkour.
Second timer.
So she knows the format.
Yeah.
She's at home here.
Yeah.
Frankie is an actor.
Ah, okay.
And actually her show closed last night.
Yeah.
Gosh, she looks fresh after a rap party.
So have you got like a break now? Or...
No, I've got another show in like a week and a
Okay,
half.
yeah.
So yeah, feeling a bit knackered to be fair. But
Do you have to get rid of the old character, bring in the new character?
Definitely.
Like...
Especially because this one was like, so it's called an absurd play, so it's like weird basically.
Yeah.
So I was playing a French maid that thinks she's Sherlock Holmes, but also has like an Irish accent, and then moves on to a Liverpool accent. So she has a bit of a journey.
Yeah.
She's an interesting one.
Wow.
It's a complex character arc.
Yeah.
High drama this is.
Yeah.
Are you
And
big-
what's the acting like technique where you like you embed yourself? In
Oh,
character?
yeah,
do you
yeah.
do that? Is it like when you're at home, you're like, right, now I'm in character.
Method acting.
That's the
Method
one.
acting.
Method.
I have to say I don't do that, no. I mean, I do with accents actually. So I'll, practice just talking everyday life in a different accent to get me.
We'll take the Irish one.
Okay, Irish, yes. Right, what do you want to know? I'm from Ireland, don't you know?
Just be Irish now for a bit, and then suddenly I'll go Liverpool, and then you have to switch, much
Right.
like your character.
Right, let's do it.
Okay. Do you like to go to the theatre, Tim?
In Ireland or the UK?
Yeah,
either.
I've not seen much, but I do enjoy it when I go.
Nice.
So I've seen The Lion King and
I knew you were
Liz.
going to say Lion King.
Classics.
Lion King is a classic.
Absolute classics.
So
You got your drama GCSE?
I have, yes.
What'd
Wait,
you
hang
get?
on.
What'd you get?
Hang on, where's this come from?
He's really not sure if we private investigated him before the date.
Flowing on from the...
She's seen my CV.
Yeah, tracked you down on LinkedIn.
There we go.
Have you actually?
Yeah, I've actually got a drama GCSE. What I did was, so the actual acting bit, pretty solid. I think the split is 60-40 of based on your acting, and then 40% theory. I did none of the theory, so the fact that I came up with a D, I must have got 50 out of 60 on the acting.
Yeah.
So
Imagine what you could have got if you'd applied yourself, Tim.
I know.
You know?
I know.
I can just picture the report card now.
Yeah.
Well, I think part of what was a stumbling block for me as an actor when I look back on my career,
Yeah, tell us about
all the
it.
different parts that I've played and the roles and the way I never really warmed up properly, I never really warmed up properly.
Yeah.
And I know it's really important to warm up.
It's true, it's true.
Acting's a muscle, And if you don't ease into it, you can end up with tight hamstrings like Tim. He's got tight hamstrings.
Is there a story there? Should I ask?
Just I asked if he was flexible and
just
he said he's got tight hamstrings. So how does one warm up for acting?
Well, I would say you have to warm your face up, so you need to give yourself a good massage and do some crazy faces.
I'll have a face massage. No! Tim will have a face massage. He needs to be warmed up properly for this. What do you do to massage someone's face?
I mean, I've never done someone else's face. I've only ever done my own face. You just
Talk us through it.
So you just you give your cheeks a good old massage.
Tim?
What is going on here? I feel like there's a punchline coming, but I can't see it.
This is literally the punchline. It's not a punchline, it's just a warm up.
Just a warm up.
Yeah.
Just really get in there,
I feel like something's gonna jump out of the ceiling or something.
It's actually really nice.
And the jaw
Oh, Tim's not loving this.
I tense my jaw. I can feel it when I wake up. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
How can you express yourself through your face if it's tense, And then do some wide faces, you've been shocked.
You can go wider than. What's that? You're like.
Yeah, it's moderate.
Commit.
Moderate. No, we want you all in.
I need
as wide as you can
I
open your
need to
mouth.
set the scene. What have I just seen?
The most shocking thing ever. Jesus, you've just seen Jesus. And then you're going to make
Also,
it as small as...
is it film acting? Because that's more subtle. Or
I
is
think
it
go
on
stage, go stage.
So someone at the
Both.
back of the hall,
both.
You would still do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
you've got to do your face as small as possible, like you're a little shrimp.
Gosh, I like the shrimp face.
I don't know why I do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like
Is that what
your
shrimps do then?
faces.
No.
Well, I don't know, maybe.
On their profile pictures.
I don't know how many.
Do they even have things?
I don't know.
But so, obviously, stage actor, don't be intimidated. Just been on stage some time. It's about it.
Glorious hamstrings, I'm sure.
Yeah, hamstrings for days.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no tightening of
Yeah.
those bad boys. But you've got claim to fame as well. It's not just
Yeah.
Francesca.
Oh, who?
This girl that I used to sit next to in English went on Love Island.
Wow.
Yeah,
I've never
true
watched
story.
Guard your response there. In fact, we've practiced the face for this.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? Do you want to know who it was?
I've never watched it, so I
It was
well,
Marlon. What? I know.
Where have you been for the last
After
5
all of that
years,
stuff
or
with
however
her
long
and
it's
Terry and the toasty, my goodness. But she
Yeah.
came out like a queen, She totally came out fighting. So.
Oh, really?
And it was weird when she came back in season 3 wearing the gorilla suit. Do you remember that?
I don't remember that. Why?
Yeah.
Why did she come back in a gorilla suit? Did she go back in the island for a second go?
No, I just...
That really threw me.
I was trying to... She's never seen Love Island. It was a bit.
It was a bit. No, we need a signal before we do a bit, because otherwise I won't know it's a bit, and then it won't be a... So from now on, when you go like this, I'll know we're in a bit. Whatever you say,
And
I'll
what
go
do
along
I
with
do?
it.
Oh, but then she'll know as well.
Yeah.
No, she won't know. You've just got to be cool about it. Like,
Pretend.
we can get Francesca to like grab a glass of water or something.
Look away.
All right,
Yeah, and then you can be like, and I'll be like, okay, he's
Just be
preparing
like,
a bit.
what's that?
Yeah. Were you naughty at school, out of interest?
I wish I kind of was, but I wasn't.
You strike me as someone who might have been a bit cheeky at least.
No.
Not even a
such
bit of
little-
cheek.
No,
Were you?
Yeah. Actually, no, that's not true. So I went to Catholic school, and I did used to argue with my RE teacher because she was saying some stuff about the Bible that wasn't true.
Heresy.
That was the only time I was
gosh.
like, hey, you.
You took on your teacher
I did.
over theology
Yeah.
because your RE teacher was not sufficiently versed in the Bible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Geek. No, joking.
That's my kind of troublemaker.
That is
good.
Yeah, my school would have been delighted if that was the biggest problem I was giving them.
I bet you were cheeky.
I was a bit cheeky. I had my own chair outside the head teacher's office. So, what about you? Any naughty school antics?
No,
Nothing.
nothing. Nothing comes to mind.
Just so annoying. Tell them the story that we lined up and spoke about. Don't sabotage me on my last date of the season.
I may or may not have been on my school roof ironing at some point
Ironing?
during my tenure at school.
Ironing.
I had
Ironing.
questions too.
Yes.
Interesting. Say more.
Yeah, dumbbells on the roof. No, it was.
Oh, that kind of punk.
No,
it was actual ironing. So yeah,
Okay.
cast your mind back to a long time ago when I was at school, and there was like people that would do like extreme ironing. So Everest, top of Everest,
You
some
remember the
guy,
trend?
oxygen, you know, all this stuff, gets an iron board out, doesn't ironing, whatever that is, doesn't ironing, yeah.
Doesn't
Then-
ironing.
Yeah. I'm
Then
there.
someone else, scuba diving, you know, goes down to the bottom of the ocean floor.
Doesn't
does a little
ironing.
Ironing, right?
Yeah.
So, of course, in order for me to get into the books of legendary extreme ironing, that didn't get
Annals of legends.
Did not get a medal, by the way. They didn't call me back.
Wow.
The society didn't call me back. I mean,
I'm
yeah.
lost.
I would have expected them to have heard
No,
about
the society-
me and contacted
Society
is a bit.
Yeah.
The rest is true.
me. Yeah, the rest is true. Okay, so
So it was like some sort of internet trend of the time. I don't
supposedly
remember it.
my life at school was over, but it was the last day of school anyway, so
Over either way.
joke's on them.
Yeah. Getting told off for ironing.
Yes.
Yeah.
He wasn't allowed to go to prom.
Oh yeah, they banned me because they had to do something, didn't they? Because it was like, you know. But then everyone else did all these like funny stuff, like in school, like crowd surfing.
Was
and
it
all that
worth not
stuff.
going to prom for?
Yeah, it was worth it. Yeah.
This show is sponsored by Christians Who Curse Sometimes, where we love Jesus but also mess up and curse a little. Christians Who Curse Sometimes provides daily discussion topics, articles and resources to grow your faith and grow community by taking the online offline.
Well, I'm keen for a snack. Are you guys hungry?
Yeah, I'm up for it.
What have we got? What have we got? Bring out the snacks.
Okay. Do we? Let's start with this one then. Okay.
Oh, what? There's multiple snacks.
Can I stand?
You can. You're gonna stand. Oh gosh, this has got exciting.
This is the whole thing.
What do you think that is?
Is it a cooler box?
for the camera.
For the camera. What a
My
showman.
moment.
A pic. Oh my word, that's adorable. That's very sweet. And
a second.
Oh,
Madam.
wow.
That is the cutest.
That is-
Why don't you guys sit down?
I made some flapjacks because last time I did this, I made flapjacks
those look so good.
that weren't very edible. Well, they kind of were, but they just
We
were
ate them.
crunchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A teeth tester.
I had all my
These are-
teeth at the
these
end.
are softer.
Miraculously.
This is to redeem myself.
Okay, well, round two.
Round 2 of the flapjacks.
Been a while since I've really ripped your flapjacks to shreds. So
It's an endorsement for my future cafe that I'm gonna run.
that's actually very yummy. Tim,
Yes.
Frankie wanted to know from you if you could be any Disney character, what Disney character would you be?
I'll be the Beast because you're a beauty.
Oh, what a line.
That is beautiful.
That's very
But
sweet.
no,
No, you
I
said
would
it now.
say-
That's it. That's full stop.
Okay,
That's
fair enough.
don't ruin
I won't
something
elaborate.
beautiful.
I won't
No, you can. It's just
hard to tell if it lands well.
when
or
you've
not,
achieved
so-
a masterpiece, put the paintbrush down and walk away. From you, Frankie.
Yes.
Tim wanted to know, what's the most daring thing you've ever done?
So in the Philippines, I rode a bike on a zip line. That's pretty cool.
Wow.
That was quite scary.
With what?
Was there a cable above with like a?
Yeah.
Were you
Okay.
like you were? Sorry.
So a lot of cables.
Were you
You're all right.
strapped in? I'm finding this very
I
stressful.
know, it was quite stressful.
Okay, but there was no way for you to die.
Well, who knows?
So Frankie wanted to know from you, how do you most like to serve?
Help out on youth, both like at my church and also in the summer at Keswick. Do you know Keswick in the Lake District? There's a convention there.
Yeah, rings a bell.
It's spelled Keswick.
Yeah.
So don't let that throw you off.
Okay, it would because I'm dyslexic.
Yeah. Oh, I am as well.
No way! Yay, we cannot spell together.
Poor children.
It's not great. This is it.
Frankie, Tim wanted to know from you, what is God getting you excited about?
I think unexpected joys. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think sometimes you have a plan for what the year, for example, will look like. But yeah, I think God is getting me excited for sort of blowing my expectations out the water.
Hey, love that. Good one,
Cool.
God.
All right, let's chat to them one-on-one to see how they think it's going.
Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, it's been fun.
Are you enjoying it more or less than last time?
Oh, it's hard to compare, you know? Very different people and stuff and topics of conversation. So, yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah? And what do you think of Tim?
Timmy Tim Tim.
Mr.
Yeah, he's very like up for a laugh and kind of fun to be around. Yeah, I definitely get more friend vibes.
Oh,
I know.
why? I will not
I
sit
know.
here one more time and have you say that. I thought he might have been your vibe. He's fun. He's yeah. Okay, so but is there space for more exploration? Do you feel as you chat a bit more? Who knows?
I don't know.
Okay, so are you having a fun time, Tim?
Yes, I'm having a fun time.
Tell
with
your face
the
then.
situation.
Why? Why?
I don't know. Yeah, like, yeah, the filming's good.
The filming's good.
It's fun. Like,
It is fun.
Yeah, I like the situation.
Yeah.
I think it's very hard to gauge.
Gauge
Yeah.
whether you should get
if I'm
engaged.
interested. Yeah.
That's. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Do you feel that there's a vibe? Vibes, fire, sparks.
Not
Okay.
really.
Yeah. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
I think you're a very nice guy, and I think it seems like you're very up for a laugh and very fun, and you've got some interesting stories.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love that you've got like that heart for youth as well, which I think is very admirable.
Yeah, like when you were explaining about like what God has for your future and things, like, you know, I can see that there's a passion for God, and I think that that's great. It comes across like so naturally. Yeah, just like, you know, how your interest in like your acting and stuff, like I think it's quite like fun and like, you know, showing like your skills on set here. It's just, yeah, it's lighthearted and yeah, it's nice. So
Thanks.
yeah.
Okay, this isn't a match, and that's fine. They're both fun. They've both really enjoyed it, but sometimes those sparks don't fly. So get ready for the URLs.
This is the part where our couple choose between IRL or URL. If they both pick IRL, in real life, we'll send them off on a date without the cameras so they can get to know each other a little better. But if one or both of them go for URL, it's not been a match. And we'll put a link, or URL, in the notes below so that you can get in touch with them directly to ask them out yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad it's mutual.
Yeah.
I think it just felt more friendly,
Yeah.
like friend vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
you're a lovely guy, but it just felt.
Yeah. Oh, I feel the same about you. Like I said, that, you know, compliment you for all that. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying.
Guys, it wasn't a match, but that's great news for you because you can apply to date Frankie or Tim with the links below.
So if you're meticulous with scripture and you've recently recovered from a hamstring injury, then I'm your guy. Drop me a message in the link below.
If you enjoy salsa dancing or want to enjoy a home-baked good, get in touch.
If you want to join me on Salt's Third Wheel Dates, you can apply using the link below. I might take the mick out of your flapjacks and make you do some salsa dancing, but it'll all be good fun. And even if there isn't a romantic match with your date, doesn't matter, because we'll let viewers drop you a message to ask you out afterwards. And you never know who could be watching.